Talk with the RN Diva and Pastor Robert podcast. Now streaming on X and wherever you podcast. Let's go.
All right, welcome to the Real Talk with the RN Diva and Pastor Robert podcast. This is Pastor Robert here. I'm so glad that you're here with us. Where are you? Come on, where am I? David, can you see me? We're going to go ahead and bring the Diva on. What happened to the camera, y'all? Oh, my Lord. We lost the camera. We'll be right back. Okay.
Real Talk with the RN Diva and Pastor Robert podcast. Now streaming on X and wherever you podcast. Let's go.
And there we go. Welcome to the Real Talk with the RN Diva Pastor Robert podcast. How's it going tonight? We're so glad that you have joined us here. I'm so excited you're here. We're here for season 4, episode 2. So we've got a lot going on with us for you tonight. So here, if this is your first time with us, buckle up. And if you're a regular, you already know we don't do the fluff and we don't do the scripts, and we definitely don't do safe conversations. Now, this is season 4. Episode 2, and things got real this week. We're diving into the comedy club chaos involving Holcomb and Cristina Payne. And then we're going to pivot into some polarizing conversation right now. Vaccines. We're going to talk about vaccines, yes or no. Culture, comedy, faith, medicine, and common sense all in the same room. Somebody pass the popcorn and some discernment. Now listen, we don't want you just watching. We want you participating. So drop those comments, share the stream, tag a friend who needs to hear this, and let us know where you're watching from. This is Real Talk, and the chat is part of the conversation. Now, before we get going, we also want to thank our incredible sponsors who keep this platform independent and uncensored. Ground News, who helps you see every side of every story. Buy Me a Coffee keeps the rundown fueled, and Virtual Shield protects your online privacy. And even the Alex Jones store supports the network so we can keep telling the truth without flinching. So support them because they help support us. And if you believe in what we're doing, this is Listening Power Show. So I need every CashApp, every Venmo, every PayPal. Every share makes a difference. So the links are down there below. No pressure, just a partnership. Now, you know I couldn't do this without my awesome co-host, a nurse, a combat veteran, a truth teller, and somebody who's never afraid to say what everybody else is thinking and afraid to say. Family, help me welcome the one and only, the RN Diva. Woo! Diva, how you doing tonight?
I'm extra precious. You know it.
I tell you what.
You already know. You knew the answer to that before you even asked. Period.
Yes. And we have had an incredible last few days, haven't we?
We absolutely have.
Oh, it's been going crazy. Now, did you know about this going on with Corey Holcomb? Did you know what was going on with that? Did you know about that?
No, but nothing surprises me with good old Corey.
Really? Now, I kind of liked the way he has some of his humor, but I don't know about with this story here because we got to pause the music and lean in because this one is kind of heavy. In our last episode, we were already talking about domestic violence and abuse and power and what happens when conflict crosses the lines. I've told you all, it's in the previous podcast, I am a recent victim of domestic violence. And so now here we go again, not because we were looking for it, but because it keeps finding us. There's a video, Diva, there's a video involving Corey Holcomb, the comedian, and another comedian named Cristina Payne. And this ignited a firestorm. Now, Cristina says she's now fearing for her life and afraid to leave the house and feeling like the system has been silent while the internet is loud, extremely loud. Now listen, this isn't just comedy club drama or social media mess. This is about safety, accountability, and what happens when pain gets treated like entertainment. So we're going to laugh a little bit. Now I want you to watch this because there's a video going and we're going to show the video. Now if you're one that is can get triggered, we want you to give you a warning here. It's going to be a little touchy. So if you don't like watching people get hit, a little fighting, then you may not want to view this next clip. But it's a very damning video, very damning because Corey. That look good. That look good, something. That does not look good at all. So let me bring it on in here and show you this one moment here. Where we at here? Now, what's this thing? Like this thing about domestic violence. While I'm showing, you see the video? You see? Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna play this again, but slow it down a little bit here because we got some latency issues here. Let me blow the video up, and then this is from the biz room. Now here it is. That's Corey right there to the left, and that's her right there to the right. The outside of front of the Comedy Store in LA. There he goes. Boom.
What? Are you kidding
me? This is right in the entrance of the Comedy Store Club. Comedy Club there.
Who's on the ground?
That's him on the ground.
Good.
But those were some of his boys, and there just happened to be somebody with security there, and just a friend
Who is
of
that
hers
pointing
there.
at her like that?
I think that's him still. Yeah, that's it.
No, that's a female in her face.
Okay. There goes Corey there. Okay, we're going to play it one more time. Thank you to the busy room, TBR. One more time. Now you see. Now, they've had some conflict before. Going back about 10 years where he had invited her to something event in LA. He put her in the hotel and put her in the hotel for her to stay. But then she claims that he wanted to come by the room, and she reviews his visit. So ever since then, they've had this kind of issue. And there you go. All right. So now that we've seen the evidence here, we're going to laugh a little bit because laughter helps us breathe, but we're not laughing about this situation. The Bible
tells has anger issues.
It's what we revealed. So, Diva, as a nurse and a woman and somebody who does not miss her words, talk to me. What are you seeing here that folks are missing, and why does this conversation matter right now?
First of all, Corey, you have anger issues. This has nothing to do with anybody else outside of your body. Corey, you have anger issues. You got to get a handle on that. You talk to people crazy and people just laugh it off. Oh, he's a comedian. I don't care what she said to you. You should not have swung on her like she was a man. Now, let me back it up just one hot millisecond. I am one of those women that says, if you jump up in a man's face you got to deal with the consequences. That's me. That's how I feel. That is not, I'm not preaching that to the masses. I'm not saying that this is what we're going to do. And I'm hoping that you get it, jump on board. I don't care nothing about that. What I'm saying is how I feel. That's how I feel. Because I know I can hold my own. I may end up getting my behind whooped, but I guarantee you there will not be any hesitation on my part. And I got to work on that. But anyway, he has anger issues with men, women, giraffes. It don't matter. He got anger issues and he needs to process that. I don't know who has been coddling him or telling him what he wants to hear, but this man, was that a white tea lady?
No, she's black and Filipino.
Just very light skin. Do you know what, not that it matters, but do you know what the gist of the conversation was?
She's gonna tell you right here. I'm gonna let you, because she was on Tasha K. Shout out to Tasha K, who got the first interview. I think she may have already been on TMZ by now, but Tasha K did interview her last week. Let's take a look, and they had to speed it up for use, but she's gonna be talking faster and speed up for copyright issues on YouTube. But here you go.
For 18-year-olds, college students and shit, and small, short Mexicans.
Right, who got balance.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So what did he do? Okay, so I saw him already a couple times since that situation. He said nothing to me, nothing at all, was always looking away or anything like that. So it wasn't until this situation that just happened a couple weeks ago it was like 12:30 in the morning. I'm walking out of the Improv. So now it's like 12:10. December 10th now. And it's 12:30 in the morning. I'm walking out to meet my homegirls in my car. And remember, I just told you that he fell off that scooter and he broke both of his wrists and he fractured some other bones or something like that, right?
In his face?
You said what?
In his arm or his wrist or his face?
He broke both of his wrists. Oh no, I was just scratching.
Okay.
He broke both of his wrists and then he fractured some other bones from what I heard, right?
And now he got a hold of the scooter with tight wrapped wrists.
Whatever happened, girl.
Okay, now so this is setting up. This is that night, setting it up to what happened with them previously, leading up to that night. I had to pause for the copyright issues with YouTube. But let's continue. You're going to hear the rest of the story right quick.
So he fell off the thing, right?
He didn't even supposed to be using his wrist.
Yeah, so he fell off the scooter, broke all these bones and everything, and all this other. So basically, the next time he showed up to the Improv, he had the cast on, right? So this is almost like a month later after the fact. So when I saw him through the window, I just went like this, like on my Brandy, I want to be down type thing. And I was just like, whatever, because so many people were already making fun of him and his demise and him being broken up and crippled and stuff like that. And I was just like, I'm not going to like entertain and add on to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not that person. Right. So I was like, whatever, they can have it. And his co-host, Marcus Smith, is one of the main people who was making fun of him while he was injured, to the point where they had a falling out, right? And that
right. Now, if you all remember, they had a falling out, and that was his co-host on the show, and they fell out on the show, and he put him off the show. So yeah, there are some anger issues there. There are some anger issues, and so basically, when he saw her, he just was like, according to her, he just went off. Hey, I ain't got nothing to say to her. You better get out my face. And he had all his boys there, so that lots of them with his boys. Because he walks with security too.
Big as he is, he walk with security?
Yeah. Well, he's not very well liked,
I wonder why.
He talks a lot of trash. And so y'all remember, did you see him and Anton Daniels a couple weeks ago?
Yes. Now, I don't know how I feel about that, because you know how I feel about Anton Daniels. Is it on my face?
Yeah, it's just all in there. But yeah, he has some. So you think he has some anger issues, huh?
Listen. I'm sick of them giving him a pass. I'm curious to see where this goes, because Corey, at some point, has got to be. Somebody needs to snatch a knot in his ass. Just as plain and simple as we could put it. Somebody need to snatch a knot in his ass. He's anybody that behaves that way is weak. And I'm not even going to waste a whole bunch of spittle on him. I'm gonna let you go ahead and run with it because
Well, here's the thing. He's trying to justify it. He's trying to explain what happened. But again, unless there's a part of the video where she had beat him up and he was retaliating in self-defense, but they looked like they were having a conversation.
She wasn't even in his face. He stepped to her.
Right. And so this happened several weeks ago, and so far nobody that was there reported it to the police. She didn't go to the police, and she thought somebody else was. And so, by that night, everybody was on the phone because she said TMZ called her like the next morning, but her lawyer was like, "Well, hold off." And so, but see, here's the thing. Why didn't she call the police, even if it wasn't right then? I can understand because I've been there. But once she said, because that's the video from the store, because security, and then some other people had their phones, so it went like you can't say it didn't happen. Something happened. Something happened. So, but I have a problem with that, with a man knocking upside her head. That's not his wife. He's married. Yeah, he's married. That's not his wife. They weren't in a relationship. Not that if he's in a relationship should matter, but I'm just saying. So this is not even really domestic violence. This is just a assault.
An attack. It's an attack. Let me tell you something. People done got way too comfortable in their skin to be acting a whole damn monkey. Let me just tell you this. Before that hit would have touched me, I would have already been on the phone with the police. Look here, let me holler at you real quick. 911. I got this big burly black man that is swinging on me as we speak, and he's about to make contact right now. Don't play with me. Keep your hands to yourself. Call the cops. There shouldn't have been a question about that. First of all, they already had a little bit of animosity, and I have not seen anybody really get along with Corey for a long period of time. He went after Jess Hilarious a couple years ago, and I know Jess. Jess really is a sweetheart. She really is. Little itty bitty thing. She is a sweetheart, and I don't know if he just doesn't want women in his profession. But it's not his profession all by himself.
Well, I think, too, that it may be a situation where she says or alludes to he just doesn't like women. Well, like women to be his profession, but women that he can't
corral.
Right. Because
he would try to hit me. He would try to swing on me because I'm not one of those women. Yeah.
Right.
Me.
Yeah. Check this
right
out.
Here, I'd have been like, if you feel froggy, leap.
Right. So here it is. Here's much what she said here.
Oh, I can't stand it. I can't.
Are going to the extreme measures to lie and actually say that the opposite has happened, because once you see this footage, you are going to be like, oh my God, really? And why? So all the people in the comments who were saying, oh, she deserved it, or oh, what did she do first? And it's like, all I did was tell this dude the truth about himself and what he's doing to these younger comedians and how he's stealing jokes and
not stealing jokes.
Yeah, he's not a writer. This dude is not funny, and that's why he tells the most horrible, horrific jokes ever. Those abortion jokes and everything else. And it's like, dude, like, it's really sad. It's a cry for help, and I think we really need to get Corey some help, like an intervention type stuff. And maybe this is what needed to happen in order to wake him up, because this is not okay. And I was taught to keep my hands to myself. And in the game of dozens, I grew up in the project, so it's like,
but you doing this though, like you can't do that to a motherfucker that's socially sensitive.
Girl, I didn't do nothing to him but tell him the truth.
I know, I'm fucking with you.
And he couldn't take it. And I was literally like, you need to get your life together before it's too late.
Okay. So there you go.
You got to stop hitting those keys.
Okay, so there, the plot thickens.
I want you to invest in a quiet keyboard. Excuse me, folks. Let me get my cousin together real quick. You're gonna invest in a.
I got a wireless mouse. It's right over there, and keyboard. I just didn't have time to hook it up today. All right, yeah. So anyway, so there you go. The story.
She's right. He needs an intervention. He needs somebody, and one of them. And I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. One of the older dudes, an Eddie Murphy or well, Steve Harvey's not funny, and Bernie Mac, may he rest in peace. Maybe a D.L. Hughley is gonna have to talk to this man and I don't know if his father's alive. You know what I'm saying? But he gonna need to talk to somebody that got some precedence in his life, because he's got, and then somebody need to go check on his wife.
Yeah.
You heard me? I said
Yeah.
somebody need to go check on his wife,
Yeah.
because you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If he was that, I'm not saying, but if he was that easy to hit a
Easy.
woman, that quick
Yes.
to hit a woman, that he not even you know.
Facts. Yeah,
You
he
know.
gonna need, we gonna need to check on her. We need a welfare check over there at the house. That's what we need. We need a welfare
Yeah.
check. You
Yeah.
know, stop by Chick-fil-A, grab us something to eat real quick, and make you get a large waffle fry and take that on to the house. And you know that syrup, they got a little sriracha sauce. You anyway, I digress. Take us
Oh,
something
no,
from
no, 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 no,
Chick-fil-A.
no. Sriracha sauce.
No, it's the one they have at Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna get it tomorrow.
Okay, you gotta let me
Yeah,
in. Let me in on that. You
it's
need
so
to do
good.
that in a separate.
It's sweet sriracha is what it's called.
But what you got to let us know what you do with it, because how that ties into a man. You not gonna tell us now?
No,
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell you ever.
Oh. Well, y'all hear that? But listen, put your comments down below and tell me what you think. Do you think Cristina Payne? Do you think that she deserved it? Do you think she provoked it, or do you think that Corey Holcomb is a low down dirty dog and was
Well,
wrong for hitting her? Put your comments down below. And here, I want to just remind you one of our sponsors here. If you love the real talk and the raw breakdowns here on Real Talk with R&D with Pastor Robert, and if you like the vibe we bring every week, you can now fuel the rundown with a virtual cup of coffee. Just head over to buymeacoffee.com/the RCTV network and show your support. Every cup you keep, you buy us, you purchase virtually, keeps us talking, teaching, and bringing the truth to the table. Thanks in advance for being a part of the mission. That's buymeacoffee.com/the RCTV network. Now, our next story. This is where it's gonna get real rough. Buckle up here. This is your area here. Now we're stepping into some deep water now, because now everybody put your floaties on and leave your Twitter fingers hosted for a minute. Now we told you this season 4, we're going to talk some real hard stuff, and this is one of those moments. Now there's a clip I'm about to play that's been circulating out of Florida from our Surgeon
no
General.
kidding.
Yeah, I was teasing my Ray Lewis, the daddy, yesterday about how warm it was. Now it's 45 degrees outside. But anyway,
Don't
there's
do
a clip.
that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
There's a circulating with our Surgeon General Joseph Ladapo, where he's talking about ending all vaccine mandates in state law here in Florida, calling them immoral impositions on personal autonomy, even framing bodily choice as a gift from God. Florida once again positioning itself as ground zero for a national conversation. Now, this didn't just start yesterday, but back in September, alongside Governor DeSantis, the initial focus was on school vaccine requirements, things like the measles. Fast forward now to January 2026, and a new bill expands exemptions, but stops short of a full repeal. So the mandates are still there, but the fight is not over. Okay, now watch this. Here's where it gets messy, Diva. You ready?
Stay ready.
That clip alone has racked up hundreds of thousands of views, with people on one side saying end all mandates nationwide, others calling for the repeal of liability protections like the 1986 Vaccine Injury Act. And public health voices warned about outbreaks. Now, that Vaccine Injury Act, that was where if you got injured from the vaccine, you could not sue for damages to the manufacturer. Okay? Now, but here they were pointing to the CDC data that says mandated MMR vaccines prevented over 20 million measles cases since 1963. So we have a case of freedom versus public health, the same tug of war. But now, while that's going on over here, at the same time, there's a major lawsuit happening right now. The Children's Health Defense, which used to be chaired by Robert F. Kennedy Jr., until he resigned to run for president, they have filed a federal RICO lawsuit against the American Academy of Pediatrics, accusing them of racketeering. basically saying that the AAP promoted childhood vaccine safety while allegedly being financially tied to the pharmaceutical companies like Pfizer, Moderna, and Merck. The suit claims dissenting doctors were sidelined, safety questions suppressed, and that we still don't have adequate data on the cumulative effects of the full vaccine schedule compared to unvaccinated populations like with those people up there up north in Pennsylvania.
The Amish?
The Amish. Something even a little 2013 Institute of Medicine report said needed more research. Now listen, this is not a pick your tribe segment. This is about trust, transparency, science, faith, and informed consent. And as the Bible says, wisdom cries aloud in the streets, but discernment is knowing which voice to listen to. So Diva, as a medical professional, as a nurse, as someone who lives at the intersection of science and humanity, help us unpack this. What should people understand about what's being claimed here by Florida Surgeon General Joseph Ladapo about wanting to end the vaccine mandates, and then also this lawsuit about they did not test the vaccines that they're making the children take because they had a relationship with the pharmaceutical companies. So what questions still need to be answered? Go ahead, Diva.
Are you surprised at any of this? Pharmaceutical companies have been in the pockets of doctors from day one. They push their own agenda. They could care less who's receiving the stuff on the other end. Years ago, when we were vaccinated, I'm sure it was going on, but nobody was paying attention to that because we were more focused on taking care of our children and watching over them and keeping them healthy. Well, not anymore. Now everything is related to money. If this is not new, jumping over trials and getting to market before the other pharmaceutical company gets to market.
Really?
This is nothing new. It's just these big ones. Whoa, these big ones are literally outweighing the others. It's whoever has more money. I'm not surprised by any of this, but that's in any medical. Whoever's going to pay the top dollar to get their stuff to the market first, or they do whatever. You would not believe the amount of money these pharmaceutical reps make. You would not believe it. So I'm not surprised. There is no ethics when it comes to it, because fact of the matter is, it's a business. I'll say it once and I'll say it a million times. Many cancers have been cured time and time again. But it's a billion, quadrillion, whatever's the biggest number, business. I'm not surprised.
Here's this video of our Surgeon General, and see for yourself exactly what you think. And we'll come back here one moment here. Oh, here we
go. The Florida Department of Health, in partnership with the governor, is going to be working to end all vaccine mandates in Florida law. All of them. All of them. All of them. Every last one of them. Yeah. Every last one of them. All of them. Every last one of them. Every last one of them is wrong and drips with disdain and slavery. Okay?
Whoa.
Who am I as a government or anyone else, or who am I as a man standing here now to tell you what you should put in your body? Who am I to tell you what your child should put in your body? I don't have that right. Your body,
He's an idiot.
is a gift from God. What you put into your body, is because of your relationship with your body and your God. I don't have that right. Government does not have that right.
Bullshit.
They want you to.
Go ahead. Go ahead. It's your.
No.
Go ahead.
And that's all BS. That's all playing for the masses. He's just trying to get people to. That's all a crock of shit. What he just said. I can't put it in no more clearer terms. That's a crock of shit.
He said your body, but he's going back to your body, my choice, right?
My body, my choice. But you're trying to take.
No, he's not taking. He said he's giving the parents. He's not mandating.
No. I'm talking about my body, my choice. So if I decided I need to go into pregnancy, that's my body, my choice.
Right.
So it's only, he's cutting and pasting as he goes. He can go straight to West Hell. He sound crazy as hell. He sound crazy as hell.
Why?
Hey, Kay, my darling. Hey, Serenity. Yeah, he's stupid. He just playing for the masses, trying to get them to clap. Oh, he's telling you what you want to hear, dummy. Don't be dumb. And as soon as somebody said, oh, you don't have to get the vaccine, but your kid gets sick as hell, the first thing you want to do is run the child into the hospital, and guess what's going to happen? Too far gone. You didn't even try to prevent any type of communicable disease.
So
whoop your own ass.
Okay, so now, but this is not causation. Was causation? It doesn't mean causation. But let's look at the Amish who don't vaccinate.
They do not. But they don't live in the world like we do either.
So they don't have any cancer. Very rare. Cancer. Almost rare cancer.
Right.
No autism. No. But they live. I mean, they go out about time, but they live in a very
tight.
They eat but they also eat. They eat clean.
Right. They don't eat processed foods and things of that nature. Because we know where it's coming from. We know where the cancer is coming from the processed foods.
Right.
And from being exposed to what I guess the word would be artificial, just all of the internet and the cell phones and the batteries and the lithium and all this stuff. They're not exposed to that. They have a phone shack, one phone on a pole outside in between the houses in case of emergency. Every now and then you might see an Amish, but they done with the Rumspringa or whatever and got exposed to outside. But they don't deal on a daily with
I mean there's
our
one
everyday
Amish lady.
life.
I know there's one Amish lady. She's really, really cute because she does recipes on X and everything. She so but here's the thing. Again, let's go back. So you're saying the government should mandate, because right now the schedule is up to almost 78. I think they just reduced it. I think the CDC just reduced it to about 50 something. They have cut down on some. I mean, when we were growing up, it was like 5 or 7 or something like that. I mean, 5.
Let me tell you something. Measles was almost completely eradicated. But here comes the pandemic, and everybody starts talking about vaccines, and they have lost a rabbit-ass mind. People have lost their ability to think for themselves. Then they start listening to, oh, well, let me tell you something. You're quick to tell, oh, they're putting something in the vaccines and they're doing this, that, and the third. Okay, I understand that. And I have kids in my family who have not been vaccinated, and they've been sick as a dog every time they go to school. So my thing is, I don't know what's in it. Okay, well, how about that Tylenol? Remember years ago we had that Tylenol scare when we were younger?
When the cyanide was in it, somebody put cyanide in.
You don't know what somebody's putting in the stuff, but you go right in there and pull that Tylenol off the counter. Don't give me nothing.
But the
I don't want to hear it.
But HHS just 3 months ago, when Bobby said that there was a tie to autism and Tylenol, because what was happening, the mothers were taking the Tylenol for the pain from the MMM shot.
Lies.
Did you remember? You know what I'm talking about?
Lies.
So there was
there's no direct correlation, and that's a that lies.
Causation correlation, right?
No, there is no
trying to draw a line.
Lies.
Come on, y'all, put your comments down below, y'all. Let's get heated. Let's get good. We
lies. Hell no. Lies.
So then they also said that the MMR vaccine, especially in boys, has caused the increase in autism, because the blood-brain barrier is thinner in boys, and when they give them that MMR shot,
that's the problem.
What? What's the problem?
The blood-brain barrier is too. That's what's wrong with y'all.
I mean, that
right there just tells you, that just proves it. Thank you.
Their girls that have it too, but the majority of boys. But there have been parents that have gotten their kids were fine, playing, talking, laughing and they went and got the MMR shot at 18 months or 3 or whatever, 18 months, right? 18 months, and they within 2 days they never talked again. They were.
I don't align with that at all, and I haven't been, because I had a friend of mine whose son, they said, went and got the MMR, and then he's off. I don't believe in that. I don't believe. I just think this. Listen, you don't even know, it could have been him getting the vaccine, and then you gave him a couple pieces of bubble gum on the way home for being good and getting the shot. You don't know what's triggered it. Has every scenario been played out? But the first thing you do is correlate it with a vaccine.
Well, we have here Sabrina KO690 says exactly, R&D, LOL, and that's why they're still trying to do some studies, because he was supposed to be coming out with a big study a couple months ago, and he held off on it, where he was supposed to be showing the correlation, not causation, correlation between autism and the MMR shot. But
well, before you run your ass out there and put the country in fear, get your ducks in a row and make sure that your stuff, all your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed before you get on here and start saying, well, it's the vaccine. You haven't even run all the tests yet. Stop it. Because now you've instilled fear into the entire country, and guess what's going to happen now? You can't get it back. It's like trying to put the toothpaste back in the damn tube. It doesn't work. You ain't gonna be able to do it.
Now, Serenity Jeter 1264 says, personally, I think even the air we breathe is polluted. His Serenity, you're absolutely right. Have you looked up in the sky to see those lines in the air, those airplanes that are sitting up there? That's aluminum and all kind of chemicals. We never used to have that. Now, Florida, to Governor DeSantis' credit, the Senate, the legislature of Florida voted this past year that's against the law for them to do that. So you should be seeing less of that now. But there's some places where you walk outside and about 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock there, all you see is the white lines of the planes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're breathing in that. We're breathing in whatever's coming in. That's coming in. That's why there's a lot of people that have more asthma and COPD and a lot of lung issues, because we're breathing that in. So you are right, Serenity Jeter. So there's a lot of things, the processed foods, the stuff in the air we breathe. All these things are coming together and causing.
But they want to put it on vaccines. How can you single vaccines out?
Yeah. Now, Kay, I'll get in trouble if I say that word on YouTube. But yeah, they call it bioengineering or geoengineering. That's what I was
about to say it too.
YouTube and censors, but yeah, it's geoengineering. And there's a guy named Wayne something, Pennington or something like that. Put in geoengineering.com or something like that. He's an expert on that because he's been studying that. But yeah, even the air we're breathing. So when you put all of that in together, you eat bad. And I eat bad. I eat bad. I wanted to stop the Popeyes this evening on the way home, but I didn't. I'm hungry right now. I didn't. God knows. I was on the app, but I said I won't have time to make it to the podcast. That's the only thing. The
That
devil almost had me.
foolishness. It's those decisions. It's those decisions. I'm telling you.
I gotta, I'm getting ready to move to Ybor, and there's two real New York style pizza places right there.
You
but
stay your behind out of there.
No, but they're healthy though. They're healthy because they do all organic. One of them do all organic. But anyway, we got another comment here. The Bible says, Serenity G to 1264 says the Bible talks about the sins of the father. Sickness is not from God, but they are prevalent. I don't believe there's a relation with any disease and vaccines. Okay, that's from Serenity G to 1264. Well, this is a good conversation. I'm gonna try to comment down below.
You should see her. You gotta see her.
What about her? What about her?
She is a looker.
Well, praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Hey, Lord. We have to end the show. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway, let's get back on track. Somebody, I'm just playing.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
I'm from Salerno. Please pray for me.
Listen, no, he is not, Serenity. I'll put you up on game later, sis.
No. Anyway, boy.
Oh, Horace Salerno. Just Horace.
Everybody from Salerno, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Where's Serenity from? Serenity, where's she from? She from Church Goes? Okay, good.
She from down south.
I know, but not the Church of Coast, though.
Well, no.
Okay, yeah.
Fort Lickerdale down there.
Okay. Oh well. But anyway, there's something in the water in Port Salerno. That water, there's something in that water down there. That's why I don't take my tail down there. But anyway, speaking of stuff in the water, there's stuff in the food, there's stuff in the air, and the debate is there's stuff in the vaccines, and even in that COVID-19, there was stuff with that because those were mRNA. Which was a different technology. They weren't really vaccine. So it's a lot of stuff, but you are, to go back to what you initially said, Diva, it's about the money. And these pharmaceutical companies are making trillions of dollars because the longer you keep us sick, we got to keep going to the doctor and buying the medicine, going to the hospital and getting cancer treatments and getting diabetes, juvenile diabetes, and the whole 9 yards is skyrocketed. Bobby Kennedy was saying today, when his uncle was president, the diabetes was only 3% of the population. That was John F. Kennedy when his uncle was president. 3% of the population. In America now, I don't even know what the percentage is much, but in Japan right now, it's still 3% of the population. It has diabetes, but they eat cleaner than us.
They really do.
And I'm gonna send you something. So we'll talk about in the next podcast about the food pyramid. Remember the food pyramid? They changed it again, but this time it's more healthier but it's healthier this time because before they had grains and pastas and cereal, all the stuff with starches and sugar on it. Now
my Lord.
So it's really. But folks, I will say this to be on to play devil's advocate or maybe the angel's advocate. What the Surgeon General of Florida is saying, basically saying, do your own research.
Yes.
And make the decision for yourself because there's a lot of corruption. We can't agree on that. There's a lot of corruption. It's all about this.
Mighty dollar.
And it's all the same because yes, you are. There are cures for major diseases, but in some other matter of fact, I saw in some other countries they just found a cure for diabetes. I think one saying Denmark or one of the European countries.
They on a completely different playing field. We're not even invited to the game. These other countries are, because we're over here worried about the most ridiculous stuff instead of trying to really save lives and come out better and eating better and feeling better. Listen, let me tell you something. There's a whole bunch of people who won't make it to our age. These little young ones now, because listen, them Takis alone is enough to take your ass out.
Yeah, I don't even touch
Goddamn
them.
talkies.
They look like something wrong with them. Here, check this out. And then, just on, what's today? On Friday, Thursday, Friday, and we'll close the segment with this. The United States left the World Health Organization and stopped giving them money. So we're now dependent on
That's gonna bite us in the ass.
HHS, CDC, and Bobby Kennedy for the next 3 years until the next president get in and put us back in there. So the United States is no longer part of the World Health Organization as of Friday. So
you at some point you just gotta say, well, goddamn. What you gonna mess up everything? You done took
as I heard somebody say, this one comedian, she says,
me either. Well, listen, I had one before. Goddamn talkies.
Donald John Tavius Trump, because he's acting like Thug Mister. He just what he said, and we don't talk about politics on here because it's too polarized.
Oh, the fat bastard in charge, you mean? Mr. Dumpy Pants? Yeah. I said it. Master Purple.
When he told the New York Times did last week that he doesn't have to follow the international rule of law. Oh, so that's why we bombing everybody and kidnapping presidents. And
I think that folks are they feel bad for us because they don't realize, they're like, is he slow?
Oh my God. Listen.
He's slow.
Oh my God, help me. Ladies and gentlemen.
His amino chain doesn't. His DNA.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, but that is we got ourselves quite a situation there. But listen, let's get real for a moment. We're living in a time where things are shaky. We just watched the government shut down. We see the government just left the United States just left the World Health Organization. Wow. Oh my God, we're about to leave the United Nations. The SNAP's benefits were put on the pause. We got rioting over there in Minneapolis, Minnesota. If that doesn't rattle you, we got food insecurity on the rise, power grids buckling under extreme demand, wildfires and riots out west, hurricanes, and freezing cold, even down here in Florida. But listen, if you're serious about being prepared and want that peace of mind that actually lasts, it's time to check out Ready Our Foods from My Patriot Supply. These emergency food kits aren't your average pantry snacks. They're not banana chips and beef jerky, but they have a shelf life of up to 25 years. Now, that's not panic buying, that's wisdom. Especially for those of you who have been stuck in your house for the last 3 days because of snow. If you had My Patriot Supply Ready Our Foods, you'd be eating just like a king or a queen. So don't wait for the next crisis to remind you that that preparation is cheaper than desperation. Visit the link down in the description and our show notes and go to visit My Patriot Supply and get your household ready today. Take care of your family, take care of yourself, take care of your future. And as I always say, don't wait till it's too late. Stay ready. That's My Patriot Supply, one of our sponsors. And I'm glad that some people, like I said, I was teasing people about the weather down here. And then I walked outside this evening and it was cold already. Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get for running your mouth. That's what you get for running your mouth. Now, listen.
You get.
One last thing here. All right, family. If you were in Fort Pierce, Florida, beautiful, sunny, 75-degree Fort Pierce, Florida this past weekend, you probably felt something. It was the launch. There was some rumbling going on. There was some rumbling going on. Yes, there was. There was some rumbling going on, y'all. Yes, it was. There was some rumbling going on. Listen, and what was going on there? What happens? Shonda, you almost were there. You probably felt.
Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't show up because.
I want to talk to you about the launch of the hashtag Protest COG, the movement that started at the 13th Street Church of God this past Saturday, and I went there in a way that you've never seen before. And even I had somebody tell me, you actually went down there and protested? Yeah.
By yourself?
You're by yourself. You're bold.
You're missing the whole point. Idiot.
Got my bullhorn right here. Yeah, I said I was going to do it. I got an announcement for you. I got an announcement for you in a minute. I said I was going to do it, and I'm a man of my word. But listen, it's about accountability. It was peaceful, and it was peaceful. It was passionate. But you should have seen the saints, the church folk, when they're walking in and walking out, because they all know me, and it's just like, I can't believe he really out here. And I was on the bullhorn. I prayed. And the videos on my Facebook page, I prayed and read scriptures, Psalms 5. You did read Psalms 5 and everything. But I wanted to call for transparency, accountability, and reform within the church and in how we engage with our communities. Now, this wasn't about a crowd. I didn't think there was going to be a crowd. I didn't expect the crowd. I thought the Diva was going to come and bring me some power aid, but she...
And you thought like Nelly, and Nelly thought shit was jelly.
But it was the heart behind it. I showed up not to fight, but to stand for something bigger than myself. There was prayer, there was praise, and there was boldness. And I wanted them to know we're watching and we want some change. Listen, this bishop that we were protesting admitted on December 18th on a Zoom call that he misplaced or misappropriated $1.4 million. And everybody was like, except for a few people, like, okay, well, all right, whatever, No. And so we wanted to hold accountable. Here's the thing. I'm going to show you just a little clip because this was actually kind of funny. Because it's about a 2-minute clip where I just, I had to call them and put them in check, and let them know that, hey, we're not dealing with this anymore. And I spoke to him. He was about 20 feet away from me. He had to face me and look. And I told him, man, locate the money and then resign. That's what you need to do. Just resign and go home. But he didn't like that too much. But here's the thing about it. You should have seen. They were like in the train. They were all in their white, looking like the Moonies.
I didn't understand that either.
Well, they was having communion, so he wanted them all in white.
Why you gotta wear white?
It's just tradition.
I'm gonna ask the questions.
Yeah, it's just tradition. It's just they want to look holy, but all that white don't make you holy. Oh, hey, all that white don't make you holy. No, it don't. Sure don't. I know some people that had on white and a long, long dress, but Lord, they were lifting that dress up. Lift your hand and tell God thank you. Anyway, check this out, y'all. You're gonna be tickled at this little clip here. Where is that? Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one. Officer here with permission to do the protest here. So no harm, no foul. All is good. We're peacefully protesting and prayerfully protesting. We have our bullhorn, which will be getting hooked up here in just a little while. So we thank God for what he's doing. What I need you all to do is to pray, because he's already tried to get me in legal trouble. But again, I have full permission from the Fort Pierce Police Department, St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office. Spoke to them. It's on the record. I've already got permission on where I can stand. See all of them in the white there? See all of them there? Peacefully and prayerfully protest the Church of God. Hashtag protest COG. Hey, security. God bless you. God bless you. Have a smile upon you. Oh, now here's the thing about it, y'all. Here's the thing about it. They flipped to the police officer out there about 8 times trying to get me trespassed. Okay? I think it was 8 times. 8 times. They tried to get me put in jail. And I sat there and I said, now, you're putting more effort and energy into trying to get me put in jail for peacefully, legally protesting than you are when he admitted to misplacing and mishandling the funds. Something's wrong. But here's the thing about it. Like I said earlier, I know I'm from Port Salerno, and there's something in the water, but we are kind of smart. Like Diva's mother and Mother Carpenter were classmates. One was valedictorian, one was salutatorian.
Do I need to tell you again?
Yeah, I never forget. I always
My
forget
mother
who. Okay.
was the valedictorian,
Okay.
and that
Yes.
other lady wasn't.
Okay. Okay. So we're smart. We're smart. So I put it out on social media that I was coming to protest. I don't throw my rocks and hide my hands. So I guess he thought I was gonna go down there recklessly, carelessly, and then he was gonna have his boys call the police on me. Because one of the guys the only person that wasn't in white was this one guy. You know how when you go to the club, well, I'll go to the club, but you go to the club, the guy having the black shirt and they have this white security on the back. That was the guy that I was speaking to. He had somebody, he hired security. And they kept coming out there. But here's the thing about it. When they didn't think, why was the police already out there? Because I called them, I got permission.
Dummy.
So when they were standing there going to the police, different ones, even my dear, precious best friend's mother, twice what they're trying to get, she said no. Matter of fact, every time they came close to me, the police Officer Minty, I'm going to send a letter commending her, she stepped out of the car because she was there for my protection, not y'all's. So every time they tried to go get me in trouble, they couldn't because I was legally where I was supposed to be. I asked them, I coordinated everything. I'm smart. I was 3 steps ahead of you, man. I ain't stupid. Even though I did call you and say if they call the police on me, I told you how much money I had in my account, so you cash I had on me. I said, Charlotte, just in case. Here, I got $500 cash on me. You got to bail me out. But no, seriously.
But this is the thing. And now I'm gonna come for him because listen. I am so, you know how you have the people be like, if I had known that the money was being stolen, I would have did this, and this. Well, goddamn it, the man say he can't account for the money. So basically he is telling you, I don't know where the money at. So you are being told, but you escorting him in and out of the church because what is he scared? Stop it. Stop it right now before I get mad. Whoop your own ass. What you need to do is stop, unpluck your head out of that man's behind, and you need to stand on business. You know that money, all your little tithes and all that money, you don't wouldn't work at them good white folks' job all week. And now you finna pay your tithes and offering. And the man is over there, and there ain't no telling what, because he can't account for the coins now. You hear me? So he can't account for the coins. So well, what the hell? Sir.
That's my
sir. So my thing is this. Why we're telling you, they're showing you exactly what is the problem. This is you don't believe us? He admitted it. Whoop your own ass.
And 3 of the men on the council said resigned. He refused. The other 11, including the pastor of Port Salona Church of God, said no, that's okay. We'll figure something out and we'll work it out. So see,
we're just gonna sweep it under the rug. That's why nobody trusts the church now. Right. That's why you guys are listen, if y'all trying to bring people into the fold and bring them to God, I promise you, the FBI will call this a clue. I promise you this is not the way to do it.
And you can't get mad at Drewski. Drewski and that skit was
dead on. Dead on.
Like I told
from swinging in with the red bottom shoes, everything he said. And the only reason why you mad, because a hit dog a holler.
And sometimes self-depreciation is the best humor because you got to see all I had to do was say, yeah, he was on it. Matter of fact, I just finished my podcast, my Church Culture to the podcast when I saw it. But I was almost about to just get back online to talk because it was spot on. And that tells you. Then
he didn't miss a beat. He hit every listen.
And then the people in the comments, some of them was just going in. Some of y'all was just going in on the comments. Yo, you missed the whole point. You missed the whole point, sweetie. You missed the whole point.
What I don't understand is there not a certain way to behave when you are saved and you're in Christ? It's because these people are acting way out of character, in my opinion. Down in the comments below, people were coming for you, and I was right own. Okay, let me explain to those of you who don't understand. He's the saved one, not me. I believe in. Listen,
Yeah.
but if you come for him without him sending for you, if you come for him, I'm coming for you. Because I'm the one that doesn't have to worry about what. I don't have a filter. It didn't come with this model. But if you come for my people, Milton Howard right here. If you come for Milton Howard right here, before his name was changed. Before his name was changed, Milton Howard.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You
Listen.
should see his daddy. Daddy fine too, bro. Daddy fine. Daddy, he's smooth too, boy. His twin. That's his twin. But the thing is, if you come for him and you always wanna uplift the negative and the crook. Yeah. This man is telling you that this stuff is being done. And it is now, don't go stick your head in the ground now, Mr. and Mrs. Ostrich. Now is not the time, sirs and ma'ams. Do something about it. Oh, y'all must be big baller shot caller if y'all able to go and just throw your money around and let him take 1 point how much?
1.4. He's 1.4. I think it's more than that, but that's what he admitted to.
Not $14, not $140, not $1,400, not $14,000, not $140,000. This man went in on all y'all little coins when your little offering plate.
Your little what's it called? Your little fish dinner, selling your fish dinners and all that stuff.
Selling your fish dinners with you get a good piece of a good seasoned fish, and they fry it nice and hard. You put the mustard and the hot sauce on the bread.
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I
already told you I was hungry. I didn't eat before we came here. I didn't go to Popeyes, but on the way. But here's the thing about it. It's really sad. But here's the thing. I did it because I'm a man of my word. I try to be a man of my word, and I want to bring attention, which it has done. The videos there on my Facebook page are going viral. I think one video, that video I just showed you has about 20,000 views last I checked. Okay, so it's going viral, and that's good. That's good, wonderful, good comments, bad comments, whatever. Fine.
Yeah, bring it.
Yeah.
What you gonna do? Beat me up?
But here's the thing. Here's the thing about it. And here's the announcement. Here is the announcement. And I'm gonna look you in your eyes.
Uh-oh.
I'm third generation.
Come get me.
Yeah, come get me, Serenity. I'm third generation. I'm repeating what you were saying. I'm just repeating what you're saying. And I'm not too far away. You should have got me this weekend. I'm third generation. My granddaddy, well, Reverend Mel McKinney was the pastor of Jupiter Church of God. Let me tell you something. I was in the Church of God all my life, went to the Church of God University, won the Church of God International Teen Talent in San Antonio, Texas in 1990, Oregon. Okay, won a scholarship at Lee University, which is a church school. Got a degree and majored in psychology. Was on a full tuition music scholarship. Got a degree from Logos Christian University in Jacksonville, Florida, in biblical studies and pastoral studies. Okay, and had been the first church I pastored was Church of God. I've done everything in the church but usher, even from cleaning the bathrooms. So my pedigree speaks for itself. Here's the thing about it. I left the church because I had bigger and better things. But many of you called me through my consulting and just relationship because you were frustrated and upset. You called Dr. Ellis, saying, hey, help us. And one situation led into another situation, led into another. And I'm glad. I love the church and I want to help. But here it comes to a point. I'm going to look right in this camera. At some point, you have to do for yourself.
That's right. That's right.
Understand, I'm not getting it. I don't get paid. Listen, all of you all, I'm going to say this. Every single person that texts me and messages me and calls me behind the scenes, saying, hey, Doc, thank you, man. You right. I agree with you and all that kind of stuff. Every time you go call, text, or give me a combination or whatever the case, send an offering. Like that. Now, there was one preacher, I'm not going to call his name. I was sitting in Longhorn Steakhouse a couple of Sundays ago, minding my own business, getting ready to go out and preach. I just got the preacher to do 2 services, we're going to a 3rd service. And the waitress said, the server said, "Oh, your meal's paid for." And I said, "What?" She said, "Yeah." She said, "I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you, but the guy over there at the other table." And I looked, when I got up to leave, I saw, and there was a Church of God preacher with a lot of his coming in, but they had a few tables there, whatever. And when I looked, I recognized him, and he came and said, "Listen," now he put his money where his mouth was. Because he wasn't even doing it for me to know, but I found out when I saw him. And he said, "I really appreciate what you're doing. I'm supporting you. You're right. What you're doing, da-da-da-da." That's what I'm talking about. Don't call me. Don't text me. Don't email me saying, "Doc, I'm with you." And then, because some of you that say you're with me, you was out there Saturday, but you was afraid to speak.
Not fixing the jacket. Okay. Come on.
Look me right in my face. But was afraid to speak because you was afraid. Because you didn't want the bishop to think that you were with me, but then you'll say, "Hey, man, you know what I'm saying?" So here's the thing. At some point, you got to do for yourself. So
stand on business.
Right. So here's the plan. Here's the announcement. Next, just we had, like last podcast, I announced about the domestic violence being victim. I got another one, breaking news. Okay, I started the Protest Church of God movement. We've got somebody going to be doing it, national headquarters in Cleveland, Tennessee. We got arranged to do it, the international meeting in Orlando. Some other people doing it. I started it. I came with the idea. The Lord gave it to me. Now I'm passing it on. Why? Because I'm getting ready to start to get my MBA.
Oh, come on over to the master side. Y'all heard what he said. Say it again, cuz.
I'm getting ready to start my MBA in a few weeks. So number one, I ain't gonna have time.
We got time
to be fooling around with stuff that's not profiting me financially. Spiritually, I'm good. And also, my consulting company is doing very well, and I'm actually now getting ready to go back into being a senior pastor. I ain't gonna tell you no more because it ain't your business.
That ain't your business.
I have to prepare myself and focus on those 2 things that are happening. I will have my MBA in the spring of 2027. Praise his holy name.
You better say it.
I've given my life literally to the church. I've sacrificed probably a little too much, but it's all right. The Lord knows my heart. I've stepped away. I've missed opportunities in corporate world because I was focusing on the church world. But then when I see that everybody in the church, the Lord, now I will say this, the Lord has always provides for me. And the Lord always blesses me because he knows my heart. But folks, ninjas, they will tell you, praise the Lord. Hey, glory, shout hallelujah. Thank you, brother.
And I'll pray for you.
Go right on about your business. So I'm not mad or anything like that. Yeah, I'm not mad or anything like that, but I'm just letting you know that the rest of the Protest Church of God stuff
is on you.
Y'all don't have to do. If you allow this man to get away with highway robbery and grand larceny, then that's on you. God bless you. That's all I have to say about that. Take it to the bank. I ain't mad at nobody. But if you call me, text me, email me, or message me, send an offer. Yes, ma'am.
I'm mad at some folks.
Go ahead. Because this is America. This is America.
I'm mad at some folks because you doing all that hemming and hawing and you're not standing on business. What does that say about your integrity? Mm-hmm. So basically, you're asking for someone to steal from you. Mm-hmm. So because Milton gonna go ahead and let you have it. I said it. Uh-huh. Listen. You know what I'm saying? He gonna just let y'all got it. You got it. You got it. You didn't like the way he did it because you know what? You're supposed, if you don't do nothing, you're supposed to stand 10 toes down on what you believe. None of that running behind the scenes and calling and texting. Thank you, Reb. Okay, Doc. Nobody want to hear that foolishness. Nobody want to hear that foolishness. Because listen, if you don't stand for something in your life, you'll fall for anything. And you done fell for the banana in a tailpipe, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
As Donnie McClurkin said, we fall down, but
nope.
we get up.
And I have another public service announcement. Eveline from the Wiz and and that little boy, the little twisting boy. Y'all got to see me. We got to have a talk.
Yeah.
They ain't got nothing to do with Milton. This is all me. Okay.
Listen, folks. You remember that back in the 80s, there was a TV commercial. The lady said, "I'm falling and I can't get up." That's the Church of God, folks.
That's that. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Y'all need to stand 10 toes down. Everybody's so tough in that church, but ain't nobody saying nothing.
Because listen. You got folk. I have. Here it is. Go look at my podcast from last summer. Surviving S. Perry. Listen, and you got somebody like that up in the church when there's no legal, lawful, or spiritual or any other reason to ban me from coming on the property and then get them and lead praise and worship with those shoes on Sunday. Get out of here. You don't have no integrity. You don't have no integrity. You ain't finna say that to me. And like I said, I ain't even mad. You see, I'm still making jokes. I'm still making because you know what? The Lord had to deliver me. I had to go to therapy and everything. I feel good.
That ain't your monkey. That ain't your circus. But let me say something to you. Every time we talk about them feet up in the pulpit, all I can see is the jar of pig feet over at Miss T's stove. Remember? Right, she had it right up front. It was the pig feet and the hot sausage and the pickle.
And
the pickled egg.
Yeah.
But them pig feet was there looking pink and reddish.
No, that's not what the Lord is calling for these last days. And listen, you got to do something because here it is. You got Brian Carn in the IRS. She tried to beat the IRS out of $600,000. Now he owed them $2 million and maybe going to jail for 3 years. You got the Church of God of Christ preacher in Chattanooga that's got the PPP loans, and now he young guy. Now he gonna get 33 months in prison. Listen, y'all got to start calling. Listen,
be smarter than the average bear.
The number 47, Department of Justice. See, the government is broke. The government is $34 trillion in debt. One of the biggest, two big industries that they haven't tapped into yet: rare earth minerals, which they get from Venezuela and Denmark and Greenland and everywhere else. But the other place they have not tapped into, untapped, is the church.
It's coming.
They're coming for you. That's why you need to come to the Church Culture Clinic and you get that free consultation, so you don't end up with a prison ministry.
And y'all don't have to do it by yourselves. Y'all can band together and get some sort of forum. But y'all just so yellow belly. Ain't nobody coming to follow y'all to know Christ if y'all acting like that. But he gonna pray for you though.
Yeah, I pray for you.
Okay.
I pray for you. I'm praying for you. I love you dearly. I ain't mad with nobody. But that's it. I'm out. God bless you.
I'm out with that. Keep your mouth off my cousin.
Yeah, I'm out. And because I got to work on this NBA, and plus I got to. Oh, girl.
Stop it, I say. Come on over to the master side.
And get this. Not only am I getting the NBA, but I don't have to pay a dime.
It's free. That's the best kind right there, baby, when it's free. Oh,
yes. And even this week, I'm preaching a revival here in town, a district revival for a Methodist church Thursday, Friday night. And so we're going to be leaving God for what's done. So anyway, let me tell you something. Our time is gone tonight. We've had a good time. We've talked about everything that we need to talk about. Thanks for rocking with us, for the comments. Thank you for those in the comments. Thank you for sharing this. Thank you for the laugh. Thank you for the real conversations. You'll see excerpts of this on TikTok, YouTube, X, Facebook, and on Rumble throughout the next week. If you want to support Real Talk with the R&D and Pastor Robert, the easiest way is to watch live, subscribe, like, share, and comment. Every view helps this podcast grow and stay independent. And then, Diva, how can they support you and what you're doing?
Listen, just listen, pay attention, watch your back.
There you go. That's right. And if you want to
listed down below is our
right,
Cash App and Venmo and PayPal. If you feel as if you would like to bless me with a little something. Now, listen, I told y'all about church, me and the church. Now I hang with the dude, and you know he's all church. I'm not that. I love the Lord. I worship a higher power. That's all you need to know. Like I said, he go to the church, I ride by the church.
Yeah,
right
you
down
heard it
there.
straight from the neighbor. And if you want to be a support, then my information is down there. Those of you listening on the podcast platforms, it's $RNDiva01 on Venmo and on Cash App. And also for me, it's $Rob Carpenter 2, Venmo Rob Carpenter 2, PayPal Rob Carpenter 2. And if you have cryptocurrency, it's at Rob Carpenter II. And you can also send Zelle. Listen, we're so glad that you have been a part of this podcast. Usually we're on Sunday nights, but last night was for NFL playoffs, so we couldn't do that. So catch us live every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern on Rumble, YouTube, and X. And if you miss us live, no worries. We're available wherever you podcast: Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, and YouTube Music. Downloading, rating, and reviewing the show helps us more than you know. And don't forget, join me, Pastor Robert, every Monday night normally for the Church Culture Clinic podcast, where the symptoms are real, the diagnosis is divine, and the healing starts now. Have a great week. Stay safe, stay thoughtful, stay encouraged, stay saved, and stay alive.
Stay warm.
Stay warm. Let us know
stop
y'all
lying.
Right.
Stop lying. Tell the truth. Get out there and tell the truth. Shame the devil. Stop lying.
This is Pastor Robert of the R&D. Good night, everybody.